there's the healer, so I'm definitely going to heal this one. Dungeon. Yeah, 93, I can do any job. Blurry. That's because I went on break. You're blurry. Get your eyes checked. I'm gone all day. And you just come in and yell at me for being blurry. Nope. Meanie? Because usually you're just yelling at me, so... So you've just been lurking in the background, not yelling at me. That's different. Blood God. Scholar? So I could do it on Dragoon. I could do it on Dark. So I don't need the levels for Dark. I mean, for Dragoon. I could use them on Dark, though. You're having a hard day? I don't know. It's easy to have hard days. I guess I'll just queue up. Really quick. Not. Oh. Bloody, you gotta be on the right job. No. Do I not have like... That's dungeon 2. Oh, shoot. I know what's wrong. There we go. Yeah, you said it's kind of hard. I mean, it's like a month. Dungeon gear doesn't usually die. Yeah, I saw you. I was lurking on him while I was doing videos and other stuff too. War, Zomor. Yeah, he always does. Hawk's a good guy. Always thanks everyone for coming. That's how I learn stuff. What the heck are those bird things? Let's see. A Reaper, a Picto, and then Bloody's my Scholar. Doing so many low-level crap that I'm out of practice on my high-level stuff. I'm guessing that's as far as the wall goes. Usually it's just 2 packs. Yeah. See, Hawk doesn't do the reading and stuff, so it's always a different, like, everyone's always different in all their stuff that I go in. Yeah, he has a different approach on his. I have it, mine. I like doing the reading just because then I focus a little bit more on the dialogues as well. It keeps me like kind of drawn in. What the heck? That's an evil looking bunny. Yeah, it's always harder to like get the stuff to read. Okay. What the hell are these bunnies doing? I see, we go one side and then the other side. Captured its own minions, nice. Which means they won't go first. These guys will go first. Ooh, that's a cool mechanic. Very interesting. Uh-oh, the bunnies got bigger. Circles. Okay. And he's going to freeze the 2 in the back, which means the 2 in the front will go first. And then we'll switch sides. Get the 2. That is such a neat mechanic. I love it. Okay, these are going to come in on like angles. Yeah, I'm going to get this soon enough. I didn't want him to move. Fluffle up! Yes! We need moves like that more often. Okay, so those guys Yeah, so it's going to be here. And then here. I love this! This is so much fun! Frosting fracas. That's what happens when you get too much frosting out. Strength bed fit 10. I'm just going to greed on that then. Greed on that because they're both 10s. I don't want 10s. And these should be equal to what I have gear-wise. Hey, the little chupacabras. No, I saw there was, I think it's a B rank. But in this area, they have an enemy called Chupacabra. This wouldn't be that tough to heal. I mean, it's a pretty easy dungeon so far. Oh, cool! Hey, it's Zoral Ja. Oops. Bah, that was unintended. Jerk. That's kind of a cool little thing there. Just floating you up like that. I wonder if we're gonna see Kawana here as well. Since Shadow Wall is so much more effective now. It adds a heal. I don't have to freaking rely on Living Dead for stuff anymore. Alright. Oh, it's the birdie! I did that too soon. Crystallized rock shatters into pieces. Okay. That's gonna be something. Do we want to stack these or do we not? I guess let's go out of that. That's not too bad. I somehow got a Vuln stack or something though. reprisal that. Well, I had to have a reprisal for this now. You slowly begin being covered in crystals. Oh, I didn't even see the fact that I had crystalline debris about me. Okay, that's a look away. Then we look away again. Looks like it gives you confusion. Trying to get together. The healer and the Reaper. There we go. That was a pretty interesting fight. Like, they have done really good jobs with mechanics and stuff in this fight. I think we might need on that one. Usually I don't need on some of these, but that looks like something I could actually use. There's an AoE there. Double down on mitts. Not on purpose. What is this path? Where we go? Oh, we're just gonna go up. Okay. I have this one as well. The Reaper's just standing in crap. I'm doing my best to move these AoEs, but heck, man, stop standing in crap. Ooh, dancer weapon. Can't have that one. What the? Hey, it's what's this bucket that we're supposed to be looking for? The bunch of Urs. Gerfurler!
I am Gurfulur, Elector of the Dawn Servant. Prepare to be tested.
Prepare to get your butt kicked. Okay, he's got a square there. That looks like fire. Okay, so it's gonna spare it out. Okay. It's like a Titan in what's that fight? Eden. This one's ice. Multi-hit. I wasn't thinking about that. Okay, we've got little bubbles everywhere. Okay, so we want to intercept them. Because it probably adjusts his attack power. Just reprisal. I don't have anything else for my team. Okay, the stone's in the middle this time. And it's knockback. Then we got some whirlwinds. These will probably go from side to side. Yep. So we just have to dodge them. Uh-oh. My healer's dead. Let's hope that me and the Pictomancer can get ourselves through this. There's a heal. Oh, no, that's not. See if I can heal myself. No. I don't have TBN. So it's all up to me now. I'm not gonna last. I don't have any regens. Run this back. Second verse, same as the first. Measure my resolve. I didn't even break my TBN.
Unbreakable strength of the mountain, be mine! Spirit of my brethren, your thunder roars!
No, it was a knockback that killed them.
You should endure my fury.
They died at knockback last time.
Chronicles of hate, record the cruelty of merciless storms.
Alright, we all survived knockback that time. Shadow wall because that will heal me a little bit. Price of that. Doing better this time because everyone's still alive. I want to put my TBN up, but I know he's not going to break it, so... Should put it on one of the other... Oh, now he breaks it. After the fact. Here we go. Job, team. Ooh. Sormore Rapier. Is that the only thing? I can't even calm anyone. They all left.
Very good, claimant. Once more, I name myself Gur Fulur, High Luminary to my people, and chosen Elector of the Dawn Servant.
You are much bigger than the others in the village.
Really? Really?
All Yokui were once my equal in size, but ever since we were decimated by disease, it is rare to see a child reach our former stature.
You speak of the contagion which afflicted the Shaktural expedition, the one recorded in your murals.
It is a chapter of our history that is entangled with the legend of the Golden City.
Oh.
I've heard that legend originated with the Yokhui. Is this true?
With the visions our ancestors had, to be precise. Preceding the campaign into Shaktural, many were visited by dreams of glittering splendor. They described a paradise that knew neither war nor famine, where people lived lives of eternal happiness. A single dreamer might have been dismissed, but when dozens, if not hundreds, spoke the same, the luminaries became convinced it was divine revelation.
Then the expedition.
Its purpose was to find the City of Gold. Yes, help was marshaled from all the territories under our control. Lands were scoured on a massive scale.
Oh.
Ah, little wonder the legend is so similar across Tural. Those involved with the search would have passed the stories down to their children.
Hey, look. Kawana made it.
Our claimant, I see. I will test your worth, as I have tested those who came before you.
Here and now, I think he means.
No, those aren't. That's a beard. He's got like this long little beard, and he's got two ties on it. You weirdo. See, it's just a beard.
Second promise for you and your sister's success in performing the feat of proof. You both shall be rewarded.
Three to go.
How glorious it would have been to race thee and thine to the summit. Though mayhap not whilst being hounded by Bakul Jaja and his minions.
Again, that swine shows his disdain for the right.
Strangely, despite his eagerness to antagonize us, he withdrew as soon as we fought back in earnest. I cannot fathom what he was trying to achieve. On a similar note, I'm also curious as to why you chose the peak of Warkor Zormor for the conclusion of this feat. The earlier stages saw us learn the history of the Yokhui. Does this location also hold some special meaning for your people?
Yes, it is a place of great significance.
All these monuments. Is this a burial ground?
Every high luminary before me is enshrined in this earth.
Oh.
Alongside them are the heroes who bravely stood their ground when Valigarmanda brought ruin to Urkopacha 8 decades past.
That explains why there are so many.
Cheater.
I should have known you'd arrive here first.
It's because you cheated. Your buddy is a little far behind.
Third promise. How relieved I am to find you in good health.
Sorelcha, you bastard! I should end you here and now!
Remember where you are. You will mind your conduct, or you will leave.
Right. Sorry.
I see no reason to delay further. Show me my father's sepulchre.
Papa has a grave?
Well, yeah, because they just write their story on them.
Upon this monument are inscribed the names of those who sealed away the monstrous Valigarmanda, your fathers included.
Gulul Jaja, Master of Resolve and Reason, Champion of Peace.
Look at this one. Kettenram, Navigator of Uncharted Oceans.
Kettenram, the Laminsan explorer. Does this mean he joined Gulul Jaja on his travels?
Kafkiwa, Seeker of the Unknown. How strange to see your name here.
It was unheard of to build living sepulchres for those who were not Yokwi, but their great deed demanded recognition.
Master of Resolve and Reason, Champion of Peace? Papa really did some amazing things.
He carved his path with martial skill.
Yet it was clever thinking which allowed him to trap Valigarmanda within its own ice magics.
Martial skill and clever thinking. I can't compete with Zorolja's mastery of the Head of Resolve's techniques. And when it comes to knowledge, Kona's the one who most takes after the Head of Reason. Is there anything that I've gotten from Papa? Something I do better than the others?
Your knowledge of peace and understanding of.
What else defines him? Oh, of course. Papa's love for peace, for his people. That is what he's given me. And I'm fighting to preserve the peaceful Tural he built.
Sounds like the
What
trial.
the hell was that?
You must return to Warlar's Echo immediately. Valigarmanda has broken free.
I presume that was about the unholy sound?
That's Valigarmanda.
Valigarmanda is free.
That's the trial. That's our first trial.
There, now!
How fortuitous. We have been gifted an opportunity to outpace our rivals.
No. You're gonna be an ass and not fight with the others. What an asshole. Like, your homeland is under attack. And you just want to go and finish your quest. Papa ain't gonna give you no frickin' throne for that, dude. Must be in this last area. Wagger. 12 south. Well, these are the dudes that we just ran into that tried to beat us up. We ran into at the bottom. That should be the last ether current for this area. Well, that I can pick up. Yep. It's the last one I can pick up. This guy, not going to reach that in time. I need to look at what I got out of this. Okay, so I got the cap offending, strength, crit, bit, and then this got tenacity in it, though. Compare it up to what I got here. All the same, except it's got tenacity, so I'm gonna just send that one. That's... I'll have to switch over to that one for that. Red Mage. One's got tenacity on it too. Well, let's compare it up to what I got. No, because I got direct hit and debt. I don't want to give that up. I mean, it's got crit, but I don't want the tenacity. And then earrings. This one's got crit and skill. He's got more strength, more crit. It's even 199 plus 36 is only 120, 137. He's got dead on there. A lower skill, but I don't really need the skill speed on my tanks. So we're gonna do this. Well, he's the only character that can use it right now. Oh, I'm not on my tank. So why can I compare it to my tank? There we go. Crit dead. And that's what's good. Okay, I don't want that then. Then I need to bring out a red mage. Since I don't let's do this first. Now I bring out my red mage. Now we can check these up against I'm not on the red mage? Yeah. Oh, he's not high enough level. That's why he couldn't be put on it. Bit intelligence, same. Direct hit, same. Spell speed and debt. I think I want the spell speed. Actually, I'm gonna put that in there. Bit, a little bit more bit, more intelligence. That has spell speed. That's crit. Decent that one. What's Formula Lambda? Alright, to investigate a sudden surge of Easter. There's already fallen giants everywhere. Right now, everyone is preoccupied with treating the wounded. Better catch your breath and then lend a hand when you can. Corpse blue, iris purple, blood red. If you are ready, there are many injured here who need aid. Should you find anyone passed out from their wounds, I ask you alert me to them. Otherwise, shall be tending whoever requires the most urgent healing. We can gather here once we've seen the people's hurts. To their hurts? To their hurts. Really, Alphanoid? You're supposed to be educated. And you call them hurts. You, the third farmer's protector. Everything was bathed in bright red as searing heat enveloped my entire body. I couldn't move. Yo, Alphanoid, there's a dude with hurts. Oh, here's another dude with hurts. Ah, my wounds are nothing serious, but this dryness in my throat. It's as if all the moisture has left my body. So, Bird Boy fired off his, was able to use his fire magic and, free himself from the ice, but it also, like, probably, like, really messed up the air and everything around it. Everything burns. A touch of cloth is agony, yet I will live. Leave me. There are others in more dire need of help. I found lots of people with hurts. They all hurts bad. It's waiting already. I've done all I can for now. The injured you found were awake and alert then. Yeah. They just hurts. That as well. We left the injured as comfortable as we could. Many were suffering from burns to a greater or lesser degree. Did a fire sweep through the village? No, it was Germanda. The details are unclear. Once I healed the giant attacked by that mountain bird, the group's leader, Orpolor, I believe they called him, bade me depart. It was then that I felt an intense wave of ether and returned to find Warlord's echo in this state. He rushed over to the first giant I saw. Though delirious pain, he repeated the same warning. Vala Garmanda has broken free. Lest I contact you with all haste. Well, if we're going to need some information, then that... What? This isn't even proper English. You're gonna need more information than that before? Then that before does not go together. We can deal with the situation. Yes, we should speak with the temple guard and see what became of the Sky Ruins prison. Look, he sent out a giant heat wave to melt the ice. See, this music is always ominous, means there's something coming up. A high luminary grants you entry and awaits you within. Look, he used his ice magic because he's got ice, lightning, and fire. So he uses fire magic to melt the ice. Well, seeing that there ain't no ice there, it got melted. Although there's not a giant puddle of water.
So it's true. The ice has failed.
Surmurwar, tell them what you told me.
A short while ago, a claimant paid us a visit.
Oh. Hey look, echo time. It was, what's his name? The other Jaja. The fourth guy.
Who enters this hollowed hall? Ah, a claimant.
A cool Jaja.
And here we have the mighty Valigarmanda.
A terrifying Vidral. With every awakening, it has seared its ruinous name into the memories of a new generation.
What a good little terror. You've stayed napping right up until the day I needed you.
Explain yourself.
It is as they say. Kulul Jaja caused its magic to run rampant, trapping it in a frozen prison of its own creation. Clever. Clever. To unmake it, it would be quite tricky. 2 spells must be cast at the exact same moment. A conflagration intense enough to melt the ice, and awakening flame to rekindle the slumbering Vitral's soul. The only ones capable of such harmonious execution would be the heads of reason and resolve. And the blessed siblings, Bakul Jaja.
You mustn't!
Oh.
But I already have.
He released it.
Rise and rage, little terror.
Oh, he cast a shell on himself. That's how he wasn't hurt.
I might have overdone the fire a bit.
Utter madness. Why have you done this?
For the throne, of course.
You unleash calamity for your own gain? Have you any idea how many may die?
Wreak havoc, Valigarmanda. Live up to your legend.
He's telling the story. We saw the story.
Messenger to Tuli Yolol has been dispatched. The Landsguard will send a contingent, I am sure. But there is no telling when they will arrive.
Idiot! This monstrous act is a step too far, even for him.
So, what's the plan?
Beat the crap out of the bird. What else is the plan?
If we draw to others, it will be a massacre. Some might call it the wiser choice, if I don't want to fall behind the competition. But I could never live with myself. And my supporters deserve a better ruler. So that's that. I will stay and fight Valigarmanda. This is an enemy so powerful that even my father failed to slay it. Alone, I don't stand a chance.
That's why I'm gonna kick its butt for
I
you.
understand you've no obligation to aid me outside the right of succession. But for the sake of Urkopacha and its people, I beg you, join me in this battle.
They don't call me the Warrior of Light, Slayer of Demons for no reason. This is the kind of challenge. This is the kind of challenge I live for.
Drawn to the chaos. You're as bad
Exactly.
as Papa. Don't worry. The Sky Ruin should prove a big enough challenge for all of us.
Far be it from us to abandon a dear comrade in her time of need.
Dear comrades now, eh?
We've been dear comrades for a while
I
now.
have to say, it does have a comforting ring to it. Knowing someone has your back makes it easier to do what you have to do.
What are you gonna do, Kona?
And what will we do?
One committed to winning the contest above all else would race on ahead.
But where's the butt? There's no butt. He has no butt.
If you resolve to slay Valigarmanda, we'll need to find out where the beast went.
That's what we have you for, old friend.
Inform the Bello of the danger. They may need to flee to lower ground.
I think I might try to heal this one. So, Ernville, any ideas how we can track Villagamanda? The tried and true method for comparing sightings and other signs of passage is most reliable, but also the most time-consuming. There's a second option, not as reliable as the first, but if we're lucky, it will let us ascertain the Sky Rune's whereabouts far more quickly. Through Tural Vidral, his extraordinary nature, Villagamanda is still a creature of this world. Like you and me, it is thus sustained by corporal energies and possesses a unique ethereal balance, which means this device should come in handy. Like, what are you doing, dude? Probably got something weird in his backpack. A floating hand? Now is not the time to be playing with toys. This is no toy, it's an ether seeker. As the name suggests, gleaners use it to detect the ether of living beings. And you had it in your pack this whole time? I can calibrate it to follow a specific ethereal aspect. The problem with Villagamanda, however, is it can shift freely between elements of fire, ice, or lightning. Well, we know that in order to awaken Villagamanda from its icy imprisonment, Bakul Jaja cast spells which quicken its fire aspect ether. The residents here were uniformly affected by burns. Therefore, the logical conclusion is that upon breaking free, Villagamanda unleashed a great fiery blast. And the choice is plain: fire. The Seeker, however, is not without its faults. As we are not able to put input into our quarry's unique etherical signature in advance, the device will respond to any living source of fire aspect ether. So we have the reliable yet slow method of information gathering versus the potential swift but easily misled gleaner tool. I say why not pursue both methods at the same time. Good idea. We'll have to have the first to fall back on if the second fails. You travel with me then, Chaosfire, in case the Seeker leads me to some other fiery fiends. You got it, dude. I'll beat up the fire boys. The rest of us can stay behind and talk to eyewitnesses. The more Sky Ruin sightings we can compare, the more accurate our information will be. If no one has any objections, I shall remain here in the village and tend to the Yakoi. Very few are seriously injured, and I'm very wary of the wounds inflicted by a creature like Villagamanda. I should like to be close at hand should their condition suddenly worsen. Right. It sounds like we all have work to do. Alright, Ernville. Let's go, homie. Let's follow your hand. His third hand. We should be on our way as well. We'll head to the outskirts of the village first, then set the Seeker to detect fire aesthetic ether. Blah 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 blah. Right, Seeker's ready to go. Warlord's Echo is still suffused with Skyrune's residual ether, so I've excluded it from the search area to prevent it from swamping the sensors. Let's begin tracking, shall we? We'll accompany you, blah blah blah. Okay. Follow his hand. Holy crap, what the... Affirmative. Tracking nearest source of fire aspected ether. Aspected ether. Come here, Hand. Hand, you're too slow. Go faster. Well, there's a fire sprite right there, and I think that's the first thing we're going to come up on. Just a slow, small hunch. Not quite the legendary creature we're after. Would you mind dealing with the fire sprite? It will continue to confuse the Seeker if we leave it be. Wow. Necessary measure, I'm afraid. Let's try this again. Affirmative. Tracking nearest source of fire aspetic ether. You know, I'm really worried about his hand that keeps talking to us. Like, you should not pay attention to talking hands. Or at least I've been told. They can lead you to trouble. Oh, look. It's a lava dude. Frightening enough, but again, not what we were looking for. If you'd be so kind. Come here, homie. I haven't made that move yet. Thanks. I'd asked if it gave you any trouble, but considering who I'm talking to. Seeker, resume tracking. And do try to point out something useful this time. Affirmative, resuming tracking. We're going to be like up in this area here. And that's where the trial will initiate. Oh, you just found a fireball. You found a fire hole. Good job, Hand. Another remnant of Valak Armanda's last rampage. The crater flames registered to the Seeker as corporeal ether. That's strange, dude. In the words of the Tulial saga, when Valak Armanda rages out of control, its fire burns forever. Its ice does not thaw, and its lightning crackles without cease. Thus was the Dawn Servant able to turn the Skyrune's perpetual magic against itself, trapping it within an unmelting prison of ice. This is no mundane fire, but some kind of everlasting sorcery. Once again, it is a strange feeling to see fanciful poetry proven true. The important thing is that the fire was classified as living ether. We can feed a sample into the Seeker and greatly improve its accuracy. One moment. Wait, why didn't you realize this already, dude? We already knew this. Look, do I have to fire you as our looker? As our animal expert? Huh? There, now the Seeker should ignore any etherical signatures but Balagarmanda's. Had I realized this was possible from the start, then you needn't have fought those creatures at all. Thanks, asshole. My apologies, it seems I still have much to learn from this journey as a gleaner and as a guide. This time, the Seeker should not be attracted solely to Valagarmanda's ether. Resume tracking based on the latest sample. Affirmative. Resuming tracking. Sample ethereal signature detected. Engaging accelerated pursuit mode. That's not going to be down here. We're on fire. Hey, it's a bunch of bombs. Forlorn Maiden shows up. We just got the Forlorn Maiden in time. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Easy one. Oh, living dungeon. Good. The seeker was drawn directly to the sky rune's far. Now we know we've set the correct parameters of ethereal aspect. I'll try increasing the threat hold for etherical concentration. That should direct us to the Tural Vidral itself. Recalibrating sensor, resuming, tracking. Wait, we're gonna be back over here again? Oh wait, there's an area back here. My Reaper's almost halfway to 92. It needed to be higher. So I can share my fending gear. I think we'd notice if Balaga Armando was inside the passage. Let's head through to the other side. Break on through to the other side. It's stuck.
The trail ends here, it seems.
It's above you.
Could Valigarmanda have shifted its elemental aspect? It does have 3 to choose from, after all. In any case, I'm almost certain the Vidral was headed in the direction of Warkor Lardor. We should let the others know we have a likely location.
Hello? Group phone call. Get your butts down here. Shirt sticking to me.
Alphino is assisting the Yokhui with their evacuation. He thought they could use a healing hand with the injured.
So where is Valigarmanda?
Above you.
Warkor Lardor. Its stratified layers contain a wealth of crystals, said to be the source of its many-colored glow. After 80 years of imprisonment, the Vidral will be in dire need of sustenance. It would have been drawn to the mountain's energies.
If you knew this, why didn't you just go there start off with?
Then we'd better not give it the chance.
Stop!
Alright, who's bugging us now? Again?
That mountain is sacred ground. I forbid you to set foot on it.
Sorry, It is not our intention to trespass. But you must understand, that's where Valiarmanda has gone. If we don't slay it now, it will slaughter countless innocents. Just like in the old days, I beg you, permit us to enter.
Out of the question. Your band is incapable of defeating Valiarmanda. Either you seek to defile Warcore Lara Door, or you are fools.
I'm a slayer of many primals.
Without their chances, how would you feel were we to join them?
Oh, it's about time you showed back up, buddy.
The monument to Valiarmanda's defeat bears the names of 7 heroes. With our forces combined, we also number 7.
With our powers combined, we are the 7 warriors. Not Captain Planet.
7 weaklings are no less doomed than 4.
How do you know we're weak? We all beat up what's-his-bucket. Hey, look!
Zoralcha, you've come to help as well.
Against my sound advice. While the rest of you were tussling with this sky ruin, we might have secured an insurmountable lead.
Well, you're an asshole.
A minor delay. It will not change the contest's outcome.
Plus, you tried to get...
The measure of his Tural withdrawal my father was unable to kill.
Both my brothers here. This battle is all but won.
Your celebration is premature. I never said I would let you pass.
Brother, no! We do not bear arms against our own people!
What an odd thing to say. As I recall, the inhabitants of Chirwagur Sultan do not consider themselves members of the Tuliyolal nation. I'd hardly call them our own people.
What does that matter? Members or not, everyone in Tural is part of our dream for peace.
Yeah.
If you would hurt them, then you'll have to go through me.
And me, the only one who can beat up your dad.
She saved me from the mountain bird. Now, then, the same eyes. Eyes of stone. Words of stone.
Are you saying she's stoned?
We are still in her debt. This is true.
Apparently she's stoned now.
Consider the debt repaid.
Okay.
Do not misunderstand. We do not submit to Tuliolan rule.
You got it, dude.
Aye, you've made your point. We can talk more once the contest is over.
I ask your name.
Wuklamat.
Wuklamat, protector of peace, and soon-to-be Dawn servant.
Even people with wildly different ideals can find understanding through earnest discussion. I believe that wholeheartedly.
As do I. I won't give up until we reach a compromise.
Assuming you survive, my old bones and I will be waiting here for the true heir's return.
Your thoughts have always been a mystery to me, brother. But I'm relieved to see you put aside the contest for the sake of the greater good.
Our nation is a fortress, and its people the bricks with which it is built. The more that are lost or broken, the weaker Tuli Yolal becomes. Even the crudest rock has value as a stepping stone.
Come on, you two. Forget about the right of succession for now, and help me fight this overgrown snake bird.
Snake bird.
I don't care how strong the sky ruin may be. We're going to put this menace down for good.
I don't know which one to use on this. I have to see what level is required. Should be level 93 dungeon or trial. Wakor La Door now accessible. It's a regular duty. And the opportunity to undertake the trial as part of. Oh, okay. You can do the trial with NPCs, or you can do it with players. Okay. Duty. Finder, check the trial. 93. Okay. So I can either heal it, tank it, or dragoon it. I think I'm going to heal it. I'm going to see what the weight for healer is. I kind of want to do it with NPCs though. Let's see. So Gunbreaker, White Mage, Red Mage. Zorljaw is a Viper. Okay, that's what I thought he was, but Innovator? It's a frickin' machinist. I wonder who heals. If I take... It's gotta be Alizé that does the heals if I... I think I'm gonna do the heals. Because if I switch tank... If I do tank, it would be Thancred and me as tanks. If I do Dragoon, it'd be Urianger and Alizé as healers. But they had such a weird... It's so weird doing the duties with them. I wonder what the... let's just check what the normal queuing is. Less than 5? Eh, it's not bad. Probably just do normal queue. Whoa, that popped quick. It was way less than 5 minutes. Okay. A trialing we go. This will be better because we'll all have everyone will continually attack instead of stopping while avoiding AoEs and stuff. I would like to see it on Trust, though. I think that would be very interesting to do on Trust as well. Wait, does Viper have a relic weapon? Is that Ninja? 2 ninjas, a Viper, and... No. Okay, so it's the ninjas that had it. We're gonna do an actual countdown. Hell... Well, we were. Olagamanda gathers its string. Something's gonna be over here. Okay, there we go. Ah! Can't put down my bubble. What the heck? Something's wrong. Oh, that's corners. And I got confused. I can't get either of those to work. At least my wings will work. Rumbling avalanche approaches from the southwest. It's up at the top. Still can't get either of those to go down. Why the hell did that cast? There it is. It's just so far out. That's what the issue was. Okay, so green is up. Regulars are down. My SI's going. Oh dear. That is tank. Ooh, we lost the tank. Okay, why are we over here? Oh, because I see. Come on, dude, quit shifting this one around so much. Ah, freaking got me killed. Okay, whoever keeps getting these, like, the freaking stack marker on them just keeps walking in to the AoEs as well. Like, stop walking into the AoEs, dude. Okay, this is good in the middle. And then it's get the fudge out. Okay, dancer or ninja. That was get the fudge out, dude. Not stand in the middle. Okay, that was way, way up in the corners. Stop standing in crap, dude. Like, we just went through all this crud. And you keep just... You didn't learn! Okay, let's get down here. Okay, let's move around. I was moving! I know where I was. It's stupid ninja. Oh, did I get frozen again? Yes, trying to heal. Fudgers. Being stupid again. The first one was a everybody fly. The second one was everyone be grounded. It's too far forward for that one. Why did you do that? This stupid ninja. Every time it gets a stack on it. This is going to be very interesting as a trial. Or an extreme. The extreme is going to be very interesting. I can't wait to see what it looks like. You're all currently burning. Alright, here should be a spot. Yeah, I was in the spot! Ah. These idiots. Just LB, dude. Like, there's 3 idiots in the. There's like 2 idiots. Both of them ninjas that can't figure out how to properly play. And the frickin' Viper just won't LB. I mean, come on, dude. Like, the Viper's just got a LB. And I mean, it'll be right where it's pretty much dead. I mean, got him close, but no. See, it's on the 2 tanks. See if the 2 tanks can get it. Cheeseball's struggling. Warrior has enough self-sustain to keep himself in. Wasn't even worried about that. It was stupid freaking idiots here. But the ninja idiots. Can he do the last 1%? Come on! Like, his damage is really low, though. It's not, like, super low, but... He's got the 90 gear, Ascension gear. I mean, he should be... that's not the thing you want on. You should have better weapon. You get 0.6%. Come on, dude. Can you survive? Come on. You got this. I will give him the calm. I think that would have been much worse on the that would have taken a whole lot longer on the trust. But I'd like to see it as trust, so. But man, those two ninjas just couldn't play. This is the only thing I could say. They just couldn't play. Because they stood in every single thing. Like, oh look, AoE. Let's stand in an AoE. Oh look, everyone else ran over there. I'll stand right here in the middle.
We did it. We slew Vali Armanda. A feat that even the great Gulul Chacha couldn't manage.
He's not dead. Probably just weakened.
For you, Papa!
That's gonna be one hell of an extreme, I can tell you that. Like, we need stuff like that.
There's no denying it was an impressive achievement, but I wouldn't be so quick to claim we've outdone Father. The Vidral was weakened by decades of imprisonment. Had we faced it in its prime, we wouldn't have fared a fraction as well.
Interesting.
How can you say that? 80 years couldn't have made that much of a difference. Could it?
Could it?
Oh, who am I kidding? Papa's still the best.
I'm sure you'll surpass him one day.
You're right about that. Just need a few more battles like this one under my belt.
What about Zoralja? Or whatever the dude's name is.
Lies dead, and still, I've yet to prove myself the miracle.
Well, I suppose we should head back and join Erenville.
We did leave him with only Sarelja for company.
That was pretty epic end to that fight. Like, I died because I was trying to keep other people alive. I was trying to keep idiots alive, and the idiots didn't want... I hate people that are like that can't freaking figure out how to do a fight properly. Like, even if it's your first time, I could figure it out. So therefore, everyone else should be able to figure it out because you've been playing this game long enough. So frustrating. But oh well. Proud expressions bespeak a successful hunt. Not that I'm surprised in the least. Soralja came back earlier, but left almost immediately with Soralja in tow. He seemed disinclined to share in any victory celebrations. That's nothing unusual for Soralja. No, it's Bakul Jaja that concerns me. He's probably far ahead now, making the most of the mayhem he's caused. I still can't believe he did something so evil just to slow us down. If we hadn't stayed in Valagarmanda, it was only your Kapacha at risk. There would have been deaths across the entire continent. I'm more certain than ever that Bakul Jaja cannot be allowed to rule. I have to catch him and take back my keystone. The Yakoi must still be anxious, wondering where and when Valagarmanda will strike next. I suggest we hurry back and allay their fears. Alpha Note as well, I should think. Yes, you're right. We shouldn't let them worry another moment. There's a fake 78%. See if I can get it to fast enough. No, these stupid fate farmers. Ticking me off. Like, no respect. But I mean, it is common at the beginning of these blah 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 of an expansion for the fate farming and stuff like that, because everyone wants the big prizes. And before we do anything else, we should talk to Girl Fuller. That's even harder to say in her accent.
To the temple, then.
That won't be necessary, heroes of the hour.
Girl
Valagarmanda is no more. Yours is a victory worthy of song.
We had plans for a second feat to be conducted here in town, but the recklessness of your fellow claimant has rendered them pointless.
A second feat?
Feet of ice.
Feet of ice. You were to fortify Valagarmanda's prison. How shall we proceed, High Luminary?
Just give us the dang token.
What more would we test, Zulmurwar? They have defeated the Sky Ruin and saved the gods know how many lives. If they are not worthy heirs to Kulul Jalja, then no one is. Now that our last claimant has arrived, we can proceed with the formalities. For the skill and bravery the three of you have shown, I award you each a second keystone.
That makes 5. Only 2 left to collect.
And 1 to recover.
Except that one of those 5 is in Bakul Jaja's thieving hands. He will answer for that. And for losing Valle Armanda.
You have brought lasting tranquility to our home and earned the gratitude of every Yokhui. May glory and prosperity continue to bless Tuliolol as we enter this new age.
I think it's trial that I got to do a couple times, and after like a couple runs of it, I'll have it figured out. As far as the extreme, man, that extreme's gonna be interesting.
If you're up for it, you should visit the capital. I'd like everyone to get to know you and your people better.
I'll consider it if it's one of you two who claims the throne.
Oh, interesting.
Then you need only await a missive from Sunperch. I'll be sending out invitations.
Wow, cocky. Hey, look, it's our one guy.
Today is a day for unusual visitors.
You Woklamat. I doubted you could slay Valikarmanda, but the quiet skies proclaim your triumph. Had the Vidral been suffered to roam free, it would have terrorized us all. Once again, we find ourselves in your debt.
You owe us nothing. We fought because we wanted to.
Yet a debt has been incurred. All the same, it will haunt me if I do not repay it.
I wouldn't even know what to ask for.
Perhaps he can tell us about the dreams of the Golden City.
Oh, good idea! That was on my list of questions I wanted to ask.
The Golden Dreams. Yes, we have records of our forebears and their visions from the time before the Shaktural expedition.
What did your forebears see?
A heavenly land, suffused with a golden glow. Its people lived as gods, never aging, never dying, free from hardship and conflict.
Interesting.
Every building was a palace, and in their midst reigned a silent goddess.
That's the unknown person.
So tall, even my kin would need lift their gaze to behold its visage.
The silent goddess. That's the one in the live letter. And they have the image where they have like all the characters, and in fact that they showed her and just wouldn't give us any information. That's who that is. She rules over. She's in charge of Solution 9, because this is everything is telling me that this is Solution 9.
A statue of a goddess. That's new.
Aye, and compared to the abstract imagery we'd previously heard, this was a detailed description.
The dreamers were consumed by their visions, compelled to seek out the paradise they'd been shown. They journeyed to Shaktural, where they died in droves.
Those who go in search of the Golden City do not return. The tales Book Evu shared may have been rooted in historical fact.
Perhaps. Who can know the truth of it? Once our ancestors left the forest, there were no more dreams. No dreamers.
The forest? What do you mean?
From the very first, the visions were set to visit only those who worked the quarries in Yaktel. But after they were ravaged by disease and saw fewer newborns, they were forced to abandon that territory. Once our people's withdrawal to Urkopacha was complete, we never again dreamed of the Golden City.
Interesting.
So only Yokhui in that one specific area experienced the visions. Fascinating.
Well, we're headed to Yaktel next. Maybe we'll find out more when we get there. Thank you for sharing your stories with us.
I do not require gratitude. I merely repaid a debt. Farewell, Wook Lamat. I do not think our paths will cross again.
I don't think Vorpal and his brethren will have a sudden change of heart about Tulial, but that doesn't mean they'll never change at all. Today is proof of that. I think it's time we return to Tulial. After scaling Tural's tallest mountain and battling a legendary beast to death, even dauntless heroes like you could probably use a rest. In any case, there are preparations to be made before we visit the next destination laid out in the saga. A respite would be most welcome. I believe I heard the foreign caverns calling our names. Our horror is eager to lighten things up around here. Hell, visitor! Come to partake in one of our customary rituals, fret not. For your part to be played is a simple one. You see the illuminations here in Warlore's Echo. Make use of glowstones, a rare and precious mineral found through mining. On occasion we offer up prayers in the hopes that their light remains strong and bright. First I would ask you to raise a hand to the saltwater jar and pray for light everlasting. Strange though it may seem, I assure you it is a necessary step in our ritual. Now, great warrior, slayer of Valagarmanda, open your heart and focus. Okay. It appears your feelings were heard loud and clear. Let us proceed to the next step. Now that the saltwater has received your prayers, you need merely sprinkle it upon the glowstones scattered around the village, and the ritual will be complete. Really? All this just to fly. I see you have successfully completed the ritual, and for that you have my thanks. Likewise, my fellow Yokoi will be glad to know that an outsider has shared in our culture. When mining the peak for glowstones, we occasionally discover shellfish fossils. Some have wondered if possible this tall mountain was once submerged beneath the waves many long lifetimes ago. The stone's radiance is a reflection of their joy, shining all the brighter when offered water that smells of the sea, or so the story goes. Thus was our little tradition born. Knowing that it is the will of the great warrior that now illuminates our humble village, our spirits will surely be lightened as well. Suffice it to say, we are fortunate indeed that you were willing to join in our prayer with an open heart. May the light of the glowstones ever guide your steps. One more and then we can fly. Great and mighty Chaos Fire, I have heard tell of your victory over Valagarmanda. You protected our land, and for that I, Murfler... Sorry. Express my deepest gratitude. I wish only that I could have seen the battle for my own eyes. With my own eyes. As a warrior of the Yokoi, I cannot fathom how one of your diminutive stature may loathe the fearsome sky ruin. Thus do I ask if you would demonstrate your martial prowess. I kick whatever's butt you need kicked. I thank you for this honor. Of late, hulking monsters have been sighted south of the shades of Greece, endangering all who travel along the road. I bid you snuff out this threat, that I may see for myself how you subdue your foes. I shall go there now. Join me when you are prepared. Oh, crapoly, dude. Can't fly yet. Why'd you have to go so far? Well, this is a double one. The dude just ran right through the Fate and did nothing. So everyone in the Fate just chased him. The more people you have that join into a Fate, the harder it actually gets. And the more Fates you clear faster, they increase their difficulty as well. Alright, now we see. Stay put, because here comes the big boy. Brother, you disgrace yourself. Know the true power of Chirwagur. Rah! Hey, good job. Is there anywhere to discover? Yes. Oh yeah. We'll go talk to this guy. Oh no, I need that Fate. Oh, that's the new motorcycle. I can't get it yet. I've seen things for it. but I can't get it because I cannot get to. As far as I understand, it's going to be in Solution 9. It's like 7 million gil to get it or something like that. Does someone have some more crabs for us? I mean, it sounds kind of awkward just asking around for crabs, but, you know, we've got crabs. We've got crabs. Do you have crabs? Come on down and get your crabs. There we go. Oh, it's almost 3/4 of the way. It's about 3/4 of the way. Let's see. 400. It's 13. It's almost 300. 3/4 of the way there. Dude, why did you kill this without me? Murfler. Glad am I to see you did not lose your way. As for this one, it made the mistake of picking a fight with me. There was another, but unlike its comrade, it had a good sense to flee. Not far, however, it stalks us from the shadow, yet thirsting for blood. These beasts are formidable indeed, possessed of strength equal to their keen senses. I would have you hunt down the one that remains. Follow its tracks to the southwest. Doubtless it will reveal itself to what it sees as a smaller, less challenging foe. Jeez, the least you could do is take away the freaking positionals. Impressive, Chaos Fire. Not once did you falter before the towering Wallapen. Quick to react and adapt were you indeed. Yes, I have seen all I needed to see. Now that the threat is no more, let us return to Warlord's Echo. And then we'll be able to fly. Fly, my mounts, I say fly. I think I went the long way. Oh, well. This has been an enlightening experience for me. Not often am I granted the chance to witness a warrior whose skills far surpass my own. For years I've served as guardian to carriers are, but gracious, watching over the sealed palace upon Valagarmanda. Scary. I would have aided in the feat of ice too, had the sky ruin not rendered our plans meaningless. You see, it is the duty of the temple guardians to drive off the dangerous creatures drawn to Valagarmanda's energies. At times, it was all we could do to shield the frozen Vidral from swarms upon swarms of beasts. But now that Valagarmanda has been laid low, we guardians have nothing left to guard. Of course, this is cause for celebration. Your Kopachau, nay, all of Tyrol, need no longer fear the Sky Ruin's destruction. And yet a part of me felt otherwise depraved of purpose. I relinquished my position. Personally, I wouldn't mind if someone made my job unnecessary. I gather those around you are not inclined to let your talents go to waste. I understand the desire to rest from time to time, though. At any rate, I thought seeing you in action might move me to seek out my next passion, or at the very least provide inspiration for a new combat technique. But given that you are smaller than a Pelu, I remained skeptical until I observed your power firsthand. I would also be remiss not to praise your economy of movement, always thinking ahead, looking for the shortest route to victory. What calling has led you to develop such commendable skills? Warrior Light, Slayer of Primals, Destroyer of Worlds. I got a few of them. Ah, so you're an adventurer. Does that mean your life's purpose is the pursuit of adventure? How intriguing. Alas, much as I would love to hear your many tales, I will not keep you. When next you have a moment, however, it would be my honor to speak with you at length. Holy crap, free bird. Well, at least we should be free bird now. Free bird! Or Kopacha. Means we can fly. Whee! I can fly! Just call me Peter. Peter of the Pans. 2 zones with flight. Now we have mapping the realm. Couldn't have gotten to this area without flight. Now we can just go anywhere. At least in these two areas. Back to Tulial. So we can finish up for today. Rest well, everyone. We can meet back here later on. I hope this doesn't give us like a cutscene like last time. I have a small errand to run in the city, so I'll leave you to recover. Will you be heading to the palace, Wuk-Lamat? Wuk-Lamat, did you hear me? Lost in her own little world, it seems. Well, no matter. I'll be back soon enough. An attendant is standing by to unlock your cabin. Enjoy your stay. Welcome back, Master Dragon. Your cabin is just as you left it, minus a light layer of dust. Excuse me? You didn't dust my cabin, dude? Fine. Is someone at the front door? Oh, it's Wook. It's Lamati. For you, of course.
There's something I wanted to talk to you about. So,
What's the look for? Look, you and me, we can't, can't.
Stuffy in here, that's what.
It's never gonna work between us.
We should go outside. Aye, a nice walk in the fresh air. That's what we need.
Sorry to drag you away from your nice, comfortable cabin. But I could feel the walls closing in. Oh, I know. I'll take you to one of my favorite places in Tulial. That should help me get my thoughts in order. We'll go to the Resplendent Quarter and make our way up from there. I was thinking about ending, but I think I'm gonna go. I'm gonna see what Wook has for us. Still don't have no freaking tacos. Heshua, what are you doing up and about? Is your back feeling better? It's much healed now, so don't make a fuss. Besides, I can't be lounging in bed all day when you're out there fighting your hardest to win the throne. You're the claimant with the greatest love for peace. I love this nation of ours, and lending you my support will be the least I can do. When I see your smile like that, how can I not be encouraged? Oh, there's plenty more who believe in your cause. I can recruit a whole battalion of smiling faces if you think it'll help. Yours alone is more than enough. Thank you, Peshiwa. And thank you, Third Promise. I shall pray for your success in the contest. All those smiling faces. Sorry, Chaos Fighter. I'm getting distracted. It's just that with the progress we've made in the contest, even these everyday encounters feel that much more special. Do you think we can take our time and maybe wander around a little first? And maybe we can head to that spot I was thinking of. Look, it's just a date. We're just friends, Wook. I know. I'll put you in the harem at some point. You can join my harem. I've been collecting people throughout all the storylines.
This is much better. I used to come here all the time when I was little. I'd look out over the whole city, and whatever worries I had would seem so small. Do you remember what I said at the top of War Zormor? That I would fight to preserve Papa's peaceful Tural? Well, I've been thinking a lot since then about what peace really means. If it's just the absence of war. And it brought to mind all the best parts of our journey so far.
It's not just the absence of war. It's the harmonious living of the people. Look at all the people we've helped so far.
I realized nothing gives me greater joy than the happiness of others. Life has its ups and downs, but the company of family and friends and the music of their laughter is what makes it worth living. And as silly as it might sound, I've come to believe that those smiling faces are the best measure of peace.
That's the sort of thing I'd expect you to say. You wish for a world like the Yakoi's dream. Ideals are nice in theory. Ah! That's hard. I mean, like, this is harsh, but it's like, I think this is the best way to put it. Ideals are nice in theory, but like, you have to put the action behind them. You have to have action behind words.
Making everyone happy isn't practical or even possible. But that doesn't mean we shouldn't try. So, this is my plan. When I become Dawn Servant, I'll build on Papa's peace. Our people will live together in happiness. It's just like Kryl said. By taking the time to hear their concerns, understand their feelings, and consider how best to serve, with each passing day, I'll be that much closer to becoming the leader I want to be. It's hard for me to say how much I've changed since the contest began. But there's one thing I can say with confidence. I wouldn't have come this far without you as allies. If it wasn't for you all listening and feeling and thinking along with me, I would have never learned so much, and in so short a time. There are 2 keystones left. After everything that's happened, and imagining what could happen, are you still willing to walk this path with me? Thank the gods for that. Well, I have nothing else to get off my chest. I need to head to the palace, but I'll see you back at the cabins.
That was a good cutscene. Like, it really kind of helps the story a bit. Hey, look, we're actually sleeping. Ish. We're going to see a dream or something. Something's going to happen. It's going to be some echo-related item, I'm sure. No? That's interesting. I thought we would have had something come up. We got magic doors. They open for us. Well, that is where I'm going to end today. So even though we got a green one there, I kind of want to hit it and then... You look to be in good spirits. I assume your leisure time was well spent. I was glad to snatch some quality sleep myself. After all, it will soon be back to the road for us. That's what we'll do. Just grab that and then we'll start 94 level quests. Got like 6 more levels worth of quests. I'm sure the others will be along shortly. I do hope everyone has rested well. Now that we have refreshed ourselves somewhat, let us consider all claimants as they currently stand. Saralja and Koana have completed every feat thus far and hold 5 keystones apiece. Wook Lamont would be equal to them but for Bakul Jaja's thievery, which has left us one short. That conniving braggart didn't so much as lift a finger for the feat of proof and wreaked havoc for the feat of ice. Can't have more than 3 keystones at most. He may think he can simply steal what he needs to win, but he's sorely mistaken. I will be taking back what is mine. This I swear. I fear that reclaiming your keystone may not be enough. That is, if Bakul Jaja unleashing of Faligamanda is any indication. Using his lead, I anticipate he will move to obtain the remaining keystones before disrupting his rival's attempt. We're not swearing. Other kind of swearing, not that kind of swearing. We may all find ourselves being forced to take from one another. Interesting on the final 2. I don't know. I can't say I'd be comfortable with that. But neither will I surrender my claim to the throne so easily. If it's for the sake of preserving the happiness of my people, I'll do what I must. The last 2 keystones we require are those from the Lay of Repast and the Lay of the Brotherhood. The former depicts the cessation of hostilities between the Mamulja and Zabral in the forest of Yaktel, specifically near a village called Ikbrax. That's where I was born, if you recall. I haven't been back there since Papa took me in when I was a baby. Where the Lay of Brotherhood takes place, however, is unclear. In the saga, it is said that a foreign explorer came seeking an audience with the Dawn Servant, but little more than that. Eorzea has a similar tale. The explorer Keteram befriended a 2-headed king known as the Atarak before commencing his travels across Tyrol. He journeyed here several times afterwards, but was ultimately lost at sea. At least, that is the commonly held belief. Your 2-headed king certainly sounds like Papa, so this Keteram fella must have come to Tulial. Plus, he was on the list of 7. But if he indeed arrived some 80 years ago, the capital may not have been built yet, vestiges of Yakoi architecture notwithstanding. Wait, you said Atarak, didn't you? Then Keteram must have met the Dawn Servant in Mamuk. Mamuk? Is that a city or a swear word? One of the grandest in Tyrol. Once upon a time, in the seat of Mamulja's homeland, it too lies in Yaktel, not far from Ikbrax. In all things considered, Yaktel seems to be the obvious choice for our next destination. From here, the safest method of travel is by dirigible. We should make for the landing once our preparations are complete. We're riding in one of Koana's balloons? They can't be any worse than ships, can they? Dang, I think I want to open up the area so that I can do stuff in there off stream. So I have it available to me. Probably what I'm going to do now. Oh wait, we can etherite to the dirigible landing. Because if I unlock the dirigibles, then I can do... I'll have at least Yaktel area to do stuff in. The next flight to Yaktel will be leaving shortly. Passengers are asked to keep hands, legs, and luggage inside the dirigible at all times. Oh, come on. Just get on a dang frickin' dirigible. Are we sure that thing will stay in the air all the way to Yaktel? Are you ready? Bags packed or goodbye said? There's no going back once we lift off. Not that I'm nervous or anything. I'm just making sure you're not nervous. I'll hold your hand if that's okay, if you need it. Oh, who am I kidding? My knees won't stop shaking. Hey, will you hold my will you hold my hand just until I've settled my nerves? I even just said I'd hold your hand. Of course. You're the nicest person I've ever met, Chaos Fire. I'll try not to crush your hand. There she is. Third promise. Just wait a moment. Ma Blue. What are you doing here? Ma Blue and Tobli. Of course, of course. I'll wait as long as you need. No, I won't hold your hand, Valkyrie. Sorry to delay you, but we were able to discover the origin of Krau's earring. Is that so? You said that it gained popularity in Yogg-Toral as a protective ward for travelers, correct? That's right. We tracked down the elderly merchant to whom first sales are attributed. According to him, the design imitates an accessory worn by a foreign mage he met at market some 20 years ago. Little did he know that that charming taste of salt would prove to be a commercial triumph. A foreign mage wearing an earring could only be grandfather. Did the merchant happen to mention which market? One in Yogg-Toral. That's where it seems you are already bound. What luck! Then I shall seek my next clue once we arrive. Is it mere coincidence that brought my grandfather there, or yet another discovery to look forward to? I wear a different one every day. Don't wear the same one every day. Thank you both for coming all this way. Anything for the third promise. Good luck with the rest of the rite. Thanks. I won't let you down. I just got to board this dirigible, and I'm as good as there. Listen, I don't think you need money to hold your hand. Last call for passengers to Yogg-Toral. I'm sure Turtle will hold your hand. I really hope she wins. Yogg-Toral will test her mettle, without a doubt. The next Dawn servant must be willing to bear the full weight of this nation's history, no matter how heavy it may be. Well, don't go anywhere high. Solution solved. Whoa.
Shepral hunters who laid claim to this land call it the Azure Forest, Yogg-Toral. Battered by meteors in ancient times and colored mesmerizing shades of blue and green by nature, it is easy to understand why the place is so named.
Very interesting area. It doesn't look like she's seasick.
Where the Shepral and Mamulja once battled for dominance.
Or motion sick, at least.
Would reach its climax.
Yogg-Toral. Oh, no, maybe she's motion sick again.
Are you all right?
I've never been good with heights.
Wait, we were standing up on top of the frickin' city there a moment ago, lady. That's just because we had ground beneath us.
The vegetation is far denser than in Kozumauka.
I suggest you pay more attention to the ground, unless you want to walk straight into a cenote.
A cenote?
Sinkholes filled with rain and groundwater. Many meteors fell here long ago, it is said, and after they struck the Earth, it became susceptible to erosion. Deep as some of the pits are, you'll not climb out in a hurry should you take a tumble. So, don't take a tumble.
That's mean.
It was one time.
Is the Chabral community depicted in the Lay of Repast close by?
Aye. We need but follow the path a short way west.
Right. I can't stand here with my knees knocking forever. Let's get going.
See, it wasn't motion sickness that got her, it was heights that got her this time. With thicker vegetation comes reduced visibility. I advise you keep someone in sight at all times. Yeah, totally. They're not cartoons. They're NPCs. And I like Yak. I forgot her name. Book Lamati. I like her. She's a great character. Look. I also have a bunny from the Melee quests. And yeah, I think I was hitting on the enemy in the healer quest too. Good, everyone's accounted for. Brox is just up ahead. Let's be on our way. I do like you. You're a fun person. You want to join my harem too or something? See, Chaos Fire is building himself a harem. We're gonna get the Femme Hrothgar for I like Wook. I like her character. Like I've liked Wook's character since we were introduced to her in 6.55 since the patches. Aaronville was not exaggerating about the sea notes. It would be a grueling ordeal to climb out of one. Well, thankfully, we made it here without incidents. Let's not dally any longer. Ready to head in? All set. Our first task should be finding the Elector. Hopefully our relative tardiness will not reflect poorly upon us. The third promise and her retinue, I presume? You presume right. I seek the Dawn Servant's Elector. Then come and join us in the Garden of the Stars. At the village center, everyone is waiting for you. Bum bum bum. Bum bum bum. Everyone! And who might that be? There is but one way to find out. Come, let us follow him. And we'll have to find out next time on Final Fantasy Story with Chaos Fire. Or we'll find out right now. Oh, look. All the others.
At last, we are graced by the presence of the third promise.
Shut up, jerk.
If I'd known we'd be waiting on your mangy hide, I wouldn't have bothered with a Ligarmanda in the first place.
You self-serving piece of weaver dung! Do you have any idea how many could have been hurt?
No, he only cares about himself.
Now that we are assembled, let us begin. My name is Hunmuruk. As Ibras Rash, I have the honor of serving as elector on behalf of my people.
Doesn't have the same accent that,
As all four claimants must be present for this feat, we have eagerly awaited your arrival.
like, he's got a similar accent, but none of the Hrothgars have the same accent. Like, they all have, like, little similarities, but none of them are all the same.
Third promise. If you would please join us.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of him. I think something's gonna happen to him. Like, we're gonna have to fight him or something. Probably be a solo duty, I bet.
Thus far, you have faced each other as rivals. The feat of repast, however, will test your cooperation. You must complete this challenge in teams of 2.
Oh, interesting.
What? You expect us to work with one of these weaklings?
Be warned. Only the triumphant team will receive keystones. I advise you to cooperate with your partner. Teams will be decided by lots. Those who draw the same color will be paired accordingly.
I wonder how who's gonna be paired with who. Because if we end up with Bakul Jaja, things ain't gonna be good.
12 forbid Wuklamat is paired with Bakul Jaja. After all he's put her through, I wouldn't blame her if she did something rash. I might even help.
I hope she ends up with Kona.
Claimants, please present your colors.
Red.
I have red.
Well, because it's voiced.
Blue. On separate teams, then. And the rest?
Red. Which means...
Oh, we're with Kona.
Together again, as fate would have it.
Victory's as good as ours.
Depending on what the trial is.
With our claimants thus paired, so too is their opposition.
Not the one hit.
Listen well, for the trial that awaits you is as follows. Each team is to prepare a sample of traditional Shebrol cuisine. Shibruk Bibil.
What? We're cooking.
Now we must cook. Another ludicrous feat.
So it might seem, but there's bound to be deeper meaning to it.
Agreed. Given that the very future of our nation is at stake, all parts of this rite must have significance.
Our promises have grown rather promising, wouldn't you say? Indeed. If I were to guess at the significance of the feat, few things reflect the history and development of a culture so clearly as its culinary traditions.
The variety of stewed dishes in Garlean cuisine bespeaks their agricultural roots and cold climes, true.
peoples we've met on our journey, they've all had different practices involving food and drink. The Hanu replenish their magical energies with reeds, while the Pelu have turned their fondness of beverages into a living. So basically, to know a people's cuisine is to know something of their ways.
With each feat, we have deepened our familiarity with a given community's history and culture. Is this what Father intended for us all along? But a leader with his vision must see that the past doesn't hold the answers we need. It is through embracing innovation, not adhering to tradition, that we will usher Tuli Yolal onto a more prosperous future. The rules are simple. The first team to prepare and partake of satisfactory Shibruk Bivir will be deemed victorious. You will be judged by your sample's taste and appearance, as well as your adherence to appropriate cooking techniques. Kitchens have been made available for your use. Note that you may be asked to retry should your dish fail to pass muster. Let the feat of repast begin.
Well, depending on what it requires us to do. The two walked away from each other.
I've never actually heard of Shibruk Bibil before. Till I wonder.
The thing is, like, you'd have to talk to the people in town, the different people understanding the dish, and then okay, so we're just gonna stop there.